After I fell in love with the theme and alchemists, everyone started recommending that I check out the Quacks of Quedlinburg. And then I basically fell off the face of the earth, stopped posting videos, stopped playing board games, and yeah, what I really did is I moved back home to Las Vegas. Now that I've had a chance to move, settle in, and start a new phase of my life, I've taken some time, dusted off my board game collection, and I finally gave this game a try. In this game, you and your opponents play as miracle doctors and quack surgeons as you compete to brew the best potion with the most ingredients. However, it's very much a game where you push your luck, because if you put too many of a certain ingredient into the pot, which is decided randomly by pulling a token out of a bag, your potion explodes and you're put at a disadvantage. The game is played in 9 rounds, which are tracked by the flame token. Each player starts with a bunch of cherry bomb tokens, which cause explosions, as well as a pumpkin and a garden spider. All of these tokens are put into the player's draw bag, which is used to randomly add ingredients to potions. Each round starts with a fortune card that can change the outcome of the round. After that, the players begin drawing ingredients and placing them in their pots. As they do this, players push their luck because if more than 7 points worth of cherry bombs are drawn, the player's pot explodes and they are put at a pretty big disadvantage. When all players stop adding ingredients to the pot, they are able to gain points and buy ingredients for the upcoming rounds. This is tracked by how far you fill up your pot. A player whose pot has exploded can either take victory points or buy ingredients for the upcoming rounds, but they cannot do both. And this is basically the disadvantage that you have if you push your luck too far. Different ingredients you can put into your pot do different things, which can change based off of what set you're playing in the game. Basically, there's various levels you can play the game at, which define what the ingredients can do. For example, in set 1, a blue chip allows you to draw another chip out of your bag and choose to play it or not. So if it's not going to help you, you can place it back in the bag. While also in set 1, a yellow chip allows you to put back a previous placed cherry bomb if you placed it directly before drawing the yellow chip. As you can imagine, the majority of your game's strategy relies on what chips you choose to buy and what combinations their power might make. Even though no matter how well you put your strategy together, this game does succumb to bad luck. You can have all your chips in place, but if you draw poor draws over and over again out of your bag, you can end up with an exploding pot or losing the game just through bad luck alone. This may seem very chaotic, and for those of you who like to control the gameplay in front of you, probably pretty frustrating, but it does definitely fit the theme of the game of being a miracle doctor or a quack surgeon and just throwing something in and hoping it will work out. After completing round 9, the player with the most victory points wins the game. While the luck element that this game uses so much was frustrating to me at times, I do have to admit that this is a very well-designed game. Even the luck itself, as I've previously mentioned, really fits that theme of chaos of being a miracle doctor. So while you might complain at times when you're taking out multiple cherry bombs in a row, while you know you have lots of great tokens in your bag that you're randomly not choosing, it does add to that theme, the chaos that comes with the theme. Another thing I'll say about this game is I love that it comes with 4 different sets. So if you play set 1, the blue token does one thing, but once you're done playing that set, you can go ahead and change the game by choosing another set where the blue token will do something completely different. This means that you have the chance to come up with strategies for every single set, and it allows you to have the experience of figuring out the game at least 4 different times. And one thing I didn't mention in the short description of how the game is played is how this game does such a great job making you feel like you're never so far behind that you don't have a chance. If you're someone who feels frustrated, especially in a game that has a heavy luck element, of being so far behind that you have zero chance of winning, this game does have a little bit of a workaround for that. If we look at the board, there's a bunch of rat tails on the board. And if you are separated from your opponent by 3 rat tails, you take a rat tail from your pot basically, and you start a couple circles ahead of all of your opponents to try to help you make up for the fact that you're so far behind, have either had pretty bad luck or maybe your strategy wasn't quite there yet, which actually helps this game be really good for experienced players playing with new players, because there is that element that tries to make the playing field equal. Of course, the person in front is still at more of an advantage for winning the game, but it does give you that added element to have that chance to catch up, even if you're very many rat tails behind. This game does advertise being 45 minutes long, which when you don't have a lot of time to play an extra game, maybe you have a game night and you want to play 2 games, but one game's really long, you want something kind of to fill that time, or maybe it's a weeknight, you don't have a lot of time. This does stay true to what it says. We played this with 4 people several times, and it never took longer than an hour. So that can definitely be an advantage if you're looking for something that's fun, pretty easy to learn, yet still uses a little bit of strategy with a really strong theme. This would be a great choice to add to whatever game night would meet those qualifications. So that's my view on Quacks of Quedlinburg. I did find this frustrating when I was playing it because the luck element got me the first time I played it pretty bad. But after seeing all the strategies that can happen and looking at all those combinations, I really enjoyed it and really enjoyed how I can enjoy the game again and again as I tried the different levels of the game or the different sets. So highly recommend this. Let me know what else I should take a look at as I finally have time, energy, and the willpower to review games and post more content. Thanks for watching and have a great day.